to Soraka Tips with me, Heazle. This will just be a brief video with a few things about this champ that you should keep in mind when trying to learn her. A lot of people assume that Soraka is a passive champ, and though she can be played like that, I find harassing to be not only fun but very effective. My first tip concerns her E spell Infuse. If you find you're spending most of your time in the bushes, hang around near the edges and wait for, preferably, the AD carry to come close enough for you to pop out, E, then get back in the bushes before they can react. Alternatively, you can always get in a right click to throw one of your famous bananas. The damage from these might be small, but it all adds up. Another thing you should know about Infuse is the right time to use it. The silence is extremely useful, but don't just go busting it willy-nilly on AD champs for the tiny damage, because that's only really advisable early game. The silence is the feature of the Infuse you care about in team fights, or fighting a champ with a silenceable ulti. Silencing someone's ultimate move can have a devastating result in a team fight, but not everybody's ulti can be silenced, so here's a quick list of all the champs whose ult can be shut down with an E. Katarina, Warwick, Nunu, Fiddlesticks, Malzahar, Morgana, Lux, Ezreal, Galio, Caitlyn, Janna, Misfortune, Pantheon, Shen, Twisted Fate, Urgot and Karthus. Silencing his ult is definitely the most satisfying, and even if you're not in range, your ult is a direct counter. My last tips are for team fighting. There are a lot of times during a team fight where you can lose track of your teammates. People will get all bunched up and it's difficult to locate them to administer your heal. If this is the case for you, just use the team portraits. You can press W, then click on whoever needs a bit of love. This is assuming you don't use SmartCast. In reality, you should always have an eye on this because it's essential you know when a teammate could use your global heal, and you might find that people just don't have the time to ask for help when they're focusing on a fight. The final thing I could think of to mention today is her Q Starkle, and always remembering to spam it during team fights. This spell not only deals magic damage, but also lowers nearby enemy units' magic resistance and can stack up to 10 times. People underestimate it, but I say every little helps and it can really make a difference, especially if you have a fed AP carry. The only time I would say this is a bad idea is if you're being chased, because it does stop you for half a second to cast, or if you're running low on mana, because you should most definitely be saving your mana for more important spells like your heal and silence. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, these tips are meant for people who are new to the champ. If you disagree or have any tips of your own for Soraka, then we'd really appreciate it if you left a comment below the video with your MOBAFIRE account name and your tip. If enough of you have some words of wisdom to share, then we'll make another tips video in your honour.